was thinking a lot about people who've been in touch with me, asking for help, asking for support with that mental health journey. And one of the key issues that arises is the feeling that they're not getting anywhere with it, like they're stagnant or they've hit a plateau. And a part of that problem is a comparison. So we perceive the life that we should have, if you like. Perhaps we see our friends or we see our families living these extravagant lifestyles, and particularly with social media, comparison becomes even easier and even more problematic. So what we often do when we're on a mental health journey, if we want to call it that, is we see ourselves with maybe anxiety or depression as being at the bottom of this mountain, and everyone else is at the top. Everyone has reached the summit or is on their way to the summit at least. And what we imagine happens when we start to work with therapists or start to take medication or more holistic care, breath work, meditation, mindfulness, these sorts of things, when we really work on ourselves, what we're expecting to happen is that our journey up that mountain starts to occur. You following me? We're headed up the way and we see our friends at the top. Now, the reality probably for many of us is we're not at the base of the mountain, headed up it. So we don't start our journey at the base of the mountain. We actually start our journey in the caves. And when we start to get better, when we take our medication, when we work with therapists, when we work on ourselves, our mindfulness, etc., that's us exiting the cave. We're stepping out into fresh air. And this is where the problem occurs, because we do all of this work and we feel like we've earned that view from the top of the mountain, and actually all we've done, although it's an absolutely mammoth task, is exited the cave, and we're still stuck at the base of the mountain. And our friends are still at the top. Maybe they're even further towards the top now if they were on their journey. But now we're just at the base of the mountain. And this is where one of two things happen. This is where our narrative splits, essentially, because we know the cave system and we've been there before. Actually, the mountain looks like it's going to be really difficult to climb. So lots of people, when they feel that they're stagnating or taking backward steps, it's because they've just climbed out of the cave and they've seen the mountain that lies ahead. And instead of climbing, instead of taking that first step or two up the mountain, they take a step back into the caves that they're more familiar with. And this is not an insult or a slight to anyone, because certainly I recognise that. And moving between those three places, the cave, the outside, and the peak of the mountain, are things that we probably naturally do at different times of our life. That I think this is one of the key causes of people feeling like they've failed, because they still see themselves at the base of the mountain and neglect the fact that they've climbed out of the caves. My name's Alex. I'm here to make your life happier. I will see you in the next video.